I, of course, am a little baffled at this story, at this headline that I see pop up on my Twitter feed, and I'm like, what the? What would Barbie have to do with disputed territory in the South China Sea? So the Barbie movie is going to be coming out soon. For those of you who don't know, there's a big movie coming out. There was actually two big movies coming out, Oppenheimer and Barbie, which has caused a lot of strange memes on the internet, but that's a story for another day. But there's a movie about Barbie, you know, the Barbie franchise, a famous toy that's coming out. It looks fun from all the ads that I've seen for it. Looks like a fun, you know, go get a movie. Can we actually watch the trailer quick so people get the idea of the seriousness of the topic we're talking about today? The seriousness of today's topic.
Hey Barbie, can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
So you get the idea. I don't want to get the copyright music thing, whatever. So Barbie, fun little tee-hee ha-ha movie comedy, whatever. You get the idea. It's banned in Vietnam. Barbie has been banned in Vietnam. So any of the Vietnamese Barbie fans, Barbie maniacs, Barbie bitches, whatever you want to call them, they're not going to be able to see the movie over a map that was displayed in the movie that resembles the map of the South China Sea, including the 9-dash line. Now, for those of you who do not know, let's bring this up. 9-dash line. The 9-dash line is a line that the Chinese government used to claim a whole host of territory. So you can see China's up there in the north, but they claim everything to the south here, the Spratly Islands, the Paracel Islands, but not only that, they also claim some islands closer to the Philippines. I think it's the Scarborough Shoal, which a lot of Philippine fishermen use to fish in the area, that the Chinese have actually occupied before and denied Filipino fishermen their rightful territorial sovereign right to fish in those waters they've been fishing in their whole lives. But they've been stopped by Chinese military vessels, which claims that territory. Now, international law and international mediators have already said what they think about this. International law clearly states, maritime law clearly states, that a lot of this territory belongs to other countries, whether it be Vietnam, the country in question, Indonesia, Brunei, Philippines, all these other countries have good, strong rights to this territory. And when it comes to the Scarborough Shoal, the example I was using earlier, there's actually mediation done between China and the Philippines, which decided, hey, actually, this is very clearly Filipino territorial waters. Please give their land back to them. And the Chinese just said, no. China is violating multiple international agreements that they've signed with the behavior that they've engaged in this area. And so for the nations in this part of the world, this map that the Chinese have used, the 9-dash line, this isn't the exact map. Can we get a better example of the 9-dash line? Better example of the map. I guess this maybe would be a better example of the map. It just shows how crazy it is. Look at this. Look at that the girthiness of all the stuff China's just claiming is theirs. It's crazy. It's just like, you know, in civilization, when you just try to plant as many cities down as fast as possible, that feels like what China's doing with territorial claims. And so all these nations in the area see this claim by the Chinese as a very, sensitive issue, very sensitive topic. And it's a very sensitive topic in Vietnam. And so when the Vietnamese film authorities saw the Barbie movie and they saw something that resembled the 9-dash line in the background, they got pretty angry. Let's read the story. Vietnam has banned the upcoming Barbie film over a scene featuring a map depicting contested Chinese territorial claims in the South China Sea. Vietnam is among a number of countries that contest China's claim to almost all of the South China Sea. The film about the famous doll, which has already taken over social media, is due to release in cinemas on July 21st. It is unclear which scene depicts what a senior official called the offensive image of China's 9-dash line. The 9-dash line is used in Chinese maps of the South China Sea to show its territorial claims. Beijing has been building military bases on artificial islands in the area for years and also often conducts naval patrols. They're in a bid to assert its territorial claims. So, I, of course, am a little baffled at this story, at this headline that I see pop up on my Twitter feed, and I'm like, what the fuck? What would Barbie have to do with disputed territory in the South China Sea? What type of commentary did Barbie give that could have gotten the Vietnamese film authorities angry enough at them to ban the movie? What did they have to say about the South China Sea? Does Barbie, like midway in the film, turn towards the camera and say, the South China Sea clearly belongs to the People's Republic of China and it is historical waters and it must be liberated from the capitalist? No, it was impossible for me to believe. So I did some digging, and as the article states, it is unclear what exact image caused this outrage, because there's not like an image anywhere that clearly shows China, South China Sea, 9-dash line, but there is something, and I've been able to find this. So this is what I suspect to be what got the ban in Vietnam. Now, tell me, I'm going to be quiet for a second. Tell me in the comments if this is on YouTube, or tell me in the chat if you're watching right now live. Tell me if you can make sense of any of this. Please, I just want to know, can any of you look at this and make sense of a single aspect of this map? So, the world map header is written in a very childlike manner, very sloppily. The right there, that blue continent says Asia on it, even though it doesn't really look like Asia. The whole thing is a mess, and it's purposefully a mess. The joke is, I assume, that, wow, Barbie and the people in Barbieville, or wherever they call their town, I don't know, Miami, I don't know where Barbie lives exactly, Barbieville, USA, are very stupid. Ken's stupid, Barbie's stupid, everyone's stupid. And they don't really understand how bad and brutal the real world is, and this is supposed to show that, they're stupid. That's the idea. They're true Americans, and they don't understand geography. That's the idea. But if you look at the Asian continent to the right here, that kind of looks like in the shape of the 9-dash line. Do you see that thing to the right of the blue continent? Right, or to the right of this thing that says Asia? It looks like a dashed line. Let's count the dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it isn't 9 dashes, but it's vaguely in the same shape as the 9-dash line, and it's connected to a continent that has Asia written on it. So I guess the Vietnamese film authority said, okay, we don't understand this map really. It says Asia there. That might be the 9-dash line. It doesn't have 9 dashes, but just to be safe, we're going to ban it. Now, it doesn't have 9 dashes. Could be not even the 9-dash line. Okay, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I thought the joke is, from what we can see here, it's not that Barbie is very clearly a good map maker. It's that she doesn't know what she's doing, or the people who made the map doesn't know what they're doing. It's a garbage map. That's the joke. And so if they included the 9-dash line in their garbage map just next to a country called Asia and doesn't even have 9 dashes, how is this supposed to be like a ringing like endorsement of Chinese occupation authority claims? It just seems silly. This just seems like the Vietnamese authorities are very, very sensitive about the 9-dash line, for good reason, mind you, for good reason. And so anything that vaguely even resembles it, they're just going to crack down on tenfold out of fear of degrading their strength on the issue. And that's led to them banning the Barbie movie. This is really silly. This is very stupid. And this is another reason why I love the First Amendment so much, because I don't believe it's the government's decision to make choices about whether movies can or cannot be seen, certainly when it's over things so trivial and stupid.